Alright, welcome back to the channel. My name's Harry, and welcome back to Serenity Now, the tropical theme park that I'm building right in front of your eyes. This is episode number 2, so if you haven't watched episode number 1, go back and watch episode 1 before I spoil everything for you. But after episode 1, I decided to make a couple little changes and add some things off screen that I thought would kind of be boring to watch me build, so first off, I added these 2 posts right here. I think they're just regular, concrete columns. Colored them a little bit. This is going to be like a little bit of a welcome sign. I'm going to make the whole top half out of wood and maybe a custom welcome sign with like basic shapes or something like that. Then I added all the wooden curbs all the way around. Basically just made it on this side and then flipped it around and then put it onto this side. And the other changes I made was I had like iron gates here, and I kind of want to get away from using iron and stuff, so like I kind of want to use more like wood and rope to help the actual tropical feel, throughout the whole entire park. I'm sure I'm going to use iron here and there, but I'm going to do as little as possible. So I changed that over. I also thought the windows need a little shade. So I added the wooden brackets, as you see here. So I just took the wooden bracket and then, I sunk it in and then basically just copied it over. And then I just copied over every single window. And the other thing I did was I noticed I didn't do these wooden poles sticking out like little decorative pieces on this side. And I didn't do these 2 corner pieces here. So I added that, and then I also added these wooden poles sticking out underneath the thatch roof. I think it adds a little bit more detail. Looks a little bit better. Added on this side too. I don't know who's going to see that, but it is what it is. So that's what I got so far started. So in this episode, I want to make maybe that front welcome sign. I think we should put some benches down, some garbage cans. Let's figure out what benches I want to use. Let's see. I don't know which. I feel like this bench feels like the most kind of tropical. Not that color, obviously. So let's see what color. I don't want to change it to the same color as the pathing. The curbs. Alright, let's see. It seems okay. Let's see what that whole thing looks like as that color. Alright, that's not too bad. I guess that's alright for now. I'll just put a couple down. They're probably not even going to use these too much. So it's not a big deal to put a lot, because remember, there's also a couple in the actual centerpiece that we put down in the first episode. So this is, mainly just, I guess, for show. I don't know. Let's just make a couple more over here. One there, and one there. That should be enough. Alright, now let's figure out some garbage cans. I don't want to use the wooden barrels. Maybe this. This looks kind of cool and unique. Let's use this. Let's see what it looks like changing it. Same color as the benches. I kind of want like vibrant colors, so maybe keeping. Yeah, this is okay. Maybe a little darker. Okay, I like that. Alright, now let's change these colors. I'll change this outside one to the pink that... You know what? That's kind of cool. I don't know. I haven't thought of like colors for the park yet, but these kind of match some of the flowers. Yeah, let's go with these. Let's go with these. Just place a couple. Nothing crazy. Maybe one over here. I think Disney has like a rule where it's like every 30 feet there's a garbage can. And to be honest with you, you should probably be close to that in Planet Coaster, because sometimes when your guests' happiness are not high, they will just litter wherever they want. So I recommend you putting garbage cans wherever you can. I also like to change, throw one here. I also like to change garbage cans when I change like sections of the park. So like, if you change to a different section in whatever park you're building, I suggest you should change the actual pathing and then, the garbage cans and the benches. That way you really do feel like you're in a new section of the park. I mean, you can do the same thing and then maybe change the colors. It doesn't, that's not a bad idea. But I mean, if you're going from like a regular American style park and then a pirate park, I wouldn't have the same benches and garbage cans. I would switch everything over and, just make you feel more immersed in the area you're building. All right, so that's that. Let's start building some kind of wood structure here. Let's see what we got. Oh, nope, don't want to do that. I don't know. Do I want to use these? I guess these would be cool. Maybe, I mean, whatever I do on this side, I'm gonna like copy on the other side. Give it like a weird 3, I guess like, it's not really 3D, but some sort of detail on both sides. I guess it's okay. And again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just winging it. Sometimes it's good just to like try new things and see what you like, see what works, and see what doesn't work. You always erase everything you make. Alright, let's switch this to the other side. Is that straight? Nope, it's not straight. There we go. So I think I have it, it's not sticking out that much. I guess that's alright. Alright, so now we have to fix this. So you know what? Let's move this out so it aligns with that. And now what we can do is we can make this all one piece. And maybe move it over a tiny bit. I think it's sticking out too much on that side. That looks a little better. Alright, now what we can do is take that and copy it to the other side. Alright, don't worry, we're not done. Alright, that looks pretty cool. So let's keep going with these. Make sure it's out the same distance. Now, do we want it to hit each other? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's bring this over. Maybe we'll make this straight on the bottom. And maybe make some brackets in between to make it look interesting. Alright, so let's add some on this. And of course, it doesn't want to angle snap. I don't know if you guys have this problem, but sometimes the angle snap doesn't want to work for me. I don't know the reason. So like for instance, I was doing the curbing and for whatever reason the angle snap wasn't working this close to the front. And it wasn't working over the actual path itself. So what I had to do was do the angle snapping or moving over in the grass and then move it back, and see, it's not working again. I don't know what's going on. Now, let me see if I can move it back again, then angle snap it. Nope. I don't understand why this does this. If anyone knows, please tell me, because It really annoys me. So now I have to do this, which is very annoying. I'm sure it's some setting that I forgot to put on or off, and someone's going to tell me, and I'm going to feel like an idiot. I mean, I can't even turn it off. I don't know. Access. Nope, nothing works. Alright. You know, let's pull it back over. And angle it a little more. Hopefully that's right, because this is an annoying way to build. It's only happening over here in the front. Alright. It's okay. Alright, this isn't gonna work. You know what? Let's build this on the grass. Alright, so let's add something in the middle. I don't know if we have any pieces that small. You know what, let's set up here to filters, and you could actually do, is it wall height? Yeah. So you could do 2 millimeters. And then everything, that should be that small. It all could be that wide too. What do we got? Haunted house. Alright, 2's gonna be too big. Let's see what we got in 1. So let's change this to 1 millimeter. Get rid of 2. And like, you know, there's gonna be walls and stuff like that, but whatever sort of so this is all we have. The wooden post connects to the ground, so that won't work. So basically this is alright. That's what I thought. Alright, so that's all we have. Alright. Let's see how this looks. Let's lighten this up. So hopefully it matches. Nope. That's not too bad. Alright. You know, it's gonna need some kind of structure in between. Does that go on both sides? Alright, that looks actually kind of cool. You know what? I like this idea. Alright. It's just a little, you know, it's a little more detail. So it really, first of all, it looks more real. Am I missing something? Oh, I'm missing the bottom piece over here. Alright, hold on. We have to copy this bottom piece. I thought I had it. So, here we go. Let's copy this, move it over, and line it up. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright. Let's go back to putting these back in. And I'm basically just doing it wherever they kind of meet. You know, it makes it look, I guess, more realistic. I don't know. If it doesn't look realistic, it's making it look busy. And sometimes busy is good. Not all the time. Sometimes busy is just too busy. But this is a little added detail that I think looks kind of cool. You know, and sometimes, you know, you're building a park and, you know, it could look good, but just a little more detail will make it look great. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. You know what you could do too is you could actually add these. Alright, we gotta turn the height off first. Turn that off. Alright. What you could do, nope. What you could do is add these. You go to the TV screens. And you got these small ones right here, these small mounts. I should be able to hide this one. And what you could do is you could actually sink this in. This is the part of this thing. Yeah, so you sink it in, keep going. There you go. So you sink it in like that, and it looks like some kind of like, you know, bolt or, you know, some kind of fastening like that was, you know, hit into the wood. And I think it just looks so cool. I did this in Carla's Gardens on the, what was it, the train bridge, the first like train trestle. You go underneath when you head to Italy. If you actually look really close, it has it on that. And there's some other stuff in the park that has it too, but that's, I think, one of the first places I put it. And again, like, you know, doing stuff like this really, I think, makes the park over the top, but you're going to have to sacrifice some sort of pieces and stuff like that. So, I mean, for me, it's not terrible because I don't build, you know, tons of actual coasters and stuff. I mean, I haven't yet. So, you know, if you're a person who likes, like, you know, 10 coasters in your park and stuff like that, doing stuff like this is gonna hurt. I mean, if you could sacrifice one coaster in the names of detail, I say do it. Alright, so that's done. Alright, let's try to make this column a little more interesting. So let's go to these. How big is that? That's pretty big. See what it looks like when we sink it down a little bit. You know, you don't want to just like put it just a little boring column somewhere. You know, you kind of got to spruce it up. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So we're only using the top of that. And again, that's, you know, where you just have to like look at pieces and just, you know, figure out like I only need part of this piece. I don't need the whole thing. And for me, all I needed was the top. So let's just make this a little bit darker. I don't know which piece colors the top, so we just did all of them. Yeah, I think that was pretty good. Let's put it on this side. Alright, that looks cool. Alright, now we gotta figure out a top. I don't think I've ever used this, and I think I'm about to. Alright, let's change these colors to match the bottom. I mean, it's not much, but it's enough. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, is that centered? Yep, I like it. I don't know what this piece is supposed to be, but it kind of looks like a palm tree, and I like it. Alright, now we just gotta maybe put some kind of topping on the top. Topping on the top. What does this look like? Alright, I think we got that pretty good. Yeah, I think this looks cool. Alright. Alright, let's start building this welcome sign. You know, I'm probably going to speed this up a little bit because this might take forever. So, see you when it's done. Alright, welcome back. It took a little longer than I thought, but the welcome sign came out pretty good. Oh, this one's sea fighting. Let's just move this one. This one. That's about it. So if you saw, I just made the signs. Not the greatest. I think it looks alright. I don't really do custom lettering that often, so I'm not the greatest at it. There are some letters on the workshop you guys can download if you don't want to make it yourself, but it's not really that hard. You could always bring up like letters on like your phone or something like that on Google and then just try to copy them. I thought it looks pretty cool, and then I just basically just copied it and moved it down a little bit and over a little bit, and you get this like 3D shading effect. And then I just recolored the top and made the bottom a little bit darker. So I think this was really cool. I have no idea why the guests aren't walking through that, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's get on to the next thing. Alright, here's a little update of some work I did off screen. So I added these little walls because I had the idea of bringing the terrain up to just about the height of this wall, and then I want to have some like flowers overhang the wall and stuff like that. So it's harder to do with like this is just the temple wall, and then I just recolored each one individually a little bit, so it's, you know, you can see on the side it's a little different. It's hard to use like the regular size wall, so like when you have these curves and stuff, because the regular size wall is kind of long. So what you can do is what I did here, and you just use this piece, and then you just sink the rest into the ground. Yeah, I mean, pretty much every building style has this type of piece. So, I mean, you know, you could use this with like bricks and other stuff. That way, you know, you only have a little tiny piece, and it's easier to turn, and actually, you know, it looks a lot better going around than, you know, having these more harder lines, I guess, because the other pieces would be a lot longer, if you know what I mean. So, with that, I think, you know, this video is getting kind of long. There's a lot of building, so I think next we'll just maybe make like custom lights and lamps, you know, and that's probably going to be it. So. did a little work off camera, did a little speed up because it was taking forever. But I made these. I liked them, and it was funny because I had another piece on them. I had this topper piece on it, and when I copied it, I didn't copy this one piece. So I ended up with all of them without it, and this piece was, I'll show you. This piece was raised up a little bit. This piece was up like this because that topper was in between it, and it looked okay, but when all those topper pieces didn't copy over, I was like, I wonder how it looks just sinking it down. So I literally synced it down, and I like it so much better. So now we got these custom-made light poles. They're not the greatest in the world, but I think they're kind of cool. They're like 19 pieces for each one, so a little bit crazy, but you know, we put them all around the front entrance. So we got a whole bunch here. We'll get some lights on the building eventually when we figure out what we're doing with it. I actually sunk a couple of green lights down below to shine the palm trees in the middle. And it's not just green, it's like a gray green. I'll show you right now. So it's got like a really cool like highlight effect, see? So it's not like super vibrant green, but it's like a gray green, so it actually really adds to it. I think it looks really cool. And then these lights, I didn't like the very much brightness of them, so I made them yellow and then toned it down a lot. So it's like an off yellowish white, I guess, which I think kind of goes with everything. And then I basically just took two halves of this actual piece here and then sunk them into the wall, into this column, which actually that part sticks out. I didn't even notice that part sticks out. Oh, it does stick out. All right, maybe we'll erase those parts. But that adds light to the column, and then I have you know, a spotlight on the back, and then lights for the welcome sign. And I'll show you what I did here. So I just didn't want to have the lights hanging here. So what I did was I found these 0.5 meter, of course it's not going to let me get it, but these little posts are 0.5 meters. Where did I find them? In this one right here. So under decorations and under miscellaneous, and it's like one of the last ones. It's 0.5. And then you have the 2 meter and a 4 meter wooden pole. But the 0.5, you know, came in handy and covers up like that, you know, really ugly look it has. Again, maybe I'll just, let me see if I could just get rid of this piece. Yeah. All right, so I'll just get rid of these pieces. There you go, much better. And then back here, you know, I put a light because this area was very dark and I didn't want to add more light poles in the middle. So I just added this spotlight here, and then just to clean up the spotlight, clean up the spotlight so you don't see, like, you know, all the I guess the metal brackets and everything. I just put these poles behind it, and you know, it blends in a lot better. So I think that's about it for this episode. I've done a lot, I guess. It's taken me a long time, but luckily I fast forward a lot for you. I think next time we'll get into maybe the terrain, the foliage. Hopefully we can get into the top part here and the main entrance, and then I have an idea for a building over here that's gonna be like half circle shape, so it's not gonna look like this side. And then I kind of want it to lead to backstage here. So that's it. I guess, you know, if you like this video, please leave a comment. If you hate something, you know, if you like something, let me know. If you hate something, let Iron Maddie know. I don't know. But, you know, if you guys subscribe and then like, that really helps me out a lot. And I guess I'll just see you in the next one.